Hello, my fiery friends. Welcome to another awesome and fiery fun stream. I'm your host, the Infernoman here, and hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you are at. So, Avatar spoilers have finally wrapped up for this week, but again, before we get to Avatar completely, which is about now a week and a half away, I wanted to see if we can squeeze in a couple more forgotten cards that I've been meaning to build around for the longest time. There is actually one more, or maybe two more, I guess it depends on how this week goes, on Omen Path cards that I actually do like to the point where I actually wanted to build around them. But this one, of course, has been one that I've kind of been baking in the back corner for a while now. But, of course, I wanted to see if we can really achieve its day. What am I talking about? Well, I'm glad you asked. So without further ado, let's just jump into it right now and explain to you again what we're doing. We're going to be going, of course, into the Brawl format to play a deck that is simply called Team Fleem. Johnny Doyle, hello, my fire friend. How you doing today? Hoping having a wonderful day wherever you're at. So you're just in time right now. We're about to get started with the deck tech itself, and then we will go from there. So again, for viewers who've seen my channel for a little while, kind of get the idea of what we're going to be doing here. Mostly, again, it's going to be focusing on, of course, playing as many matches as we can with a budget version of the deck we're going to be doing today. And of course, if you do like the deck and you want to take it to the next level, halfway through the stream, we'll upgrade the deck to see how much more stronger we could truly make it work. But otherwise, let's cover the stats of the deck first. So, long-time viewers of the channel know how we do it. We have to talk about the stats of the deck before we dive right in. So, Team Fleem, a Grixis deck, is going to be, of course, blue, black, and red. With an average mana curve about 2.5, we'll be rocking a total of 19 creatures in this Brawl deck, with 22 instants, 16 sorceries, 9 artifacts, 4 enchantments, a single planeswalker, and 30 lands. 30 lands does look a little bit on the low side, but remember, again, we're going to be utilizing a lot of modals to kind of fill in the gaps. So, the deck, of course, is going to be leaning around a card that was kind of memed on in the community, but actually it's a kind of a cute card. So it's actually going to be Gobin Gene-Splice Savant, which can also be cast as our actual star of the show, Fleem, Gobin's creation. Oh, he's so cute, this little goblin human, so adorable. So, for Gobin's main side here, he's a human scientist villain that says he can't be blocked. Anytime he deals combat damage to a player, he can connive. For 4 mana in Grixis and 1 generic, you transform him. However, at sorcery speed, he can become Fleem. Keep in mind, because of how this card is designed, you can actually cast it as either side whenever you'd like. So once it becomes Fleem, Gobin's creation here, it's a Grixis 3/3 human goblin villain with flying and menace. Spells you cast from your graveyard cost 2 less to cast, and every non-land card in your graveyard has mayhem. The mayhem cost is equal to its mana cost. So, in other words, the whole idea with the deck is, again, we're going to be flinging around a lot of good stuff in just a giant pile, but again, we want to, of course, try to recast the cards for a cheaper cost once they hit the graveyard. The non-land cards are great because with the Mayhem ability, we should be able to recast them ideally as the game progresses here. Or at the very least, we do have also some cards that also can be flashbacked or also use the escape mechanic, which of course do go very well with Fleem's ability. So that's what we're going to be trying to pull off today. Just a lot of good stuff in Grixis here, and hopefully just overwhelm our opponent with the extra value we'll get off of Fleem. Now, in order for us to make this whole thing work, we want to make sure, of course, we still want to focus on the main part of him, which is going to be, of course, just what cards we want to try to dump in and out of the yard. So here at the beginning here, we're going to start off with a free spell, Mishra's Bauble. This is actually one of the best spells, believe it or not, we actually can reutilize. Since it is free, once it hits the graveyard, you can literally recast it again and again. That's actually going to be a really cool option for us once we get to that later on. Either Spell Bomb here, just a simple little artifact that allows us to bounce some stuff back, so good for tempo plays. Fading Hope here, same thing, more tempo stuff, just bouncing creatures back. We can of course have, we can describe with it for 1 if its mana value is 3 or less. We'll have some card draw with cards like Opt here. We have Secrets of the Key, also can technically, well, it doesn't really give us card draw initially, but it will get there, of course, once we actually start getting the rest of our game plan going with Investigate. Shore Up here is going to be protecting our game plan or whatever creatures we need to, of course, protect with Hexproof, and then we can untap them. Slip Out the back, we need more extreme protection here because this will phase out a creature and give it a +1/+1 counter. As always, since we're playing blue, we have to always play Wash Away here because this is mostly just going to be the counter spell to counter commander cards that go from the command zone to their hand or battlefield. Bone Shards here. So this is again going to be beginning the whole process here of just, again, discarding cards, which we can then recast ideally later on with the Mayhem ability of Fleem. So with Bone Shards here, spot removal for us to destroy a creature or planeswalker. Claim the Dust is beautiful because we can use this from the graveyard with the escape mechanic, and it also will get cheaper using Fleem's ability. Cut down here, again, more spot removal. Duress is going to be for, of course, discarding, disrupting hands. Greedy Freeboater here, another one of our key cards here that can be used, of course, over if we then throw it into the yard and then bring it back. If it dies, we can also get a treasure token, so again, we can keep that value going. Hopeless Mining Air, again, more discard for our opponent here. We could sacrifice the enchantment and then help us scry too. And then, of course, hopefully recast it again with Fleem coming out. Faithless Looting has flashback, so this can actually be cast for 1 mana each time once it hits the yard with the flashback ability. Flame Blade Adept. Anytime we cycle or discard cards, the card will get +1/+0 until end of turn, so that's what we want. Strike It Rich here. Another way we can, of course, ramp, of course, with Grixis. In the 2-drop slot here, we have Chart a Course, draw 2 cards, and discard a card. Of course, if we attack this turn, we can simply just draw 2 cards out, but either way, with our ability, it works super well. We are going to, of course, utilize a bunch of counter spells in the deck with cards such as Negate here. We have, of course, Counterspell itself. Cards like the Modern Age here helps us draw cards and discard cards, so hopefully with Mayhem ability, we can then reuse them, and then it flips into a spirit creature itself. Shoreline Looter here. This creature can't be blocked. If we have Threshold, then we can start drawing cards and discarding cards with its ability once it triggers up. Rona, Herald of Invasion here. Another awesome card for us, Human Wizard. Anytime we cast a legendary spell, we could untap Rona, so of course we can start utilizing it for more and more. Draw cards and discard cards with it. Then you can transform it later on. Realistically though, we don't actually want to transform it. Mostly you just want to use it, of course, for the discarding and drawing effects that the card provides. Bitter Triumph here, one of our spot removal cards, either pay 3 life or again discard a card, so then we can destroy a creature or planeswalker. Eviscerator's Insight here, we can sacrifice an artifact or a creature to draw some cards. With the flashback ability, we should be able to utilize this over and over. Heir of Falcon Wrath here, simple little vampire with Vampire Berserker. However, in order to turn it into a flyer, we can then just discard a card, and then that's how we can activate it. Infernal Grasp here, again, more spot removal. Pilfer here for more discard. Demand Answers here, we can discard a card, or we can sacrifice an artifact to draw some cards. Enterprising Scallywag here, since we are going to be using, I guess you could say, descending quite a bit here, we can create some extra treasure tokens with this cute little goblin. Thrill of Possibility for instant speed, discard a card, draw 2 cards. Likeness Looter here, draw a card and discard a card by tapping this flyer. However, you can also use this to make a copy of a creature card in a graveyard with a mana value of X, except it'll have flying and this ability. So this can also be a nice way we can kind of just mess with our opponent if we manage to set up things in the yard just right. Expressive Iteration here, again, just more value for us, for we can of course dig 3 cards deep, put 1 card into our hand, put 1 card into your library, and exile 1 card, which you can then play on that same turn. So you'll have a Lava Tongue here. Since we are going to be doing a lot of discarding, we will be triggering off the Descend mechanic quite a bit, which of course can be really nice with this card to kind of slowly punish our opponent for value. Arcane Signet for ramping, along with Cold Steel Heart, Ornithopter Paradise, and Mindstone all provide that ramp for us. Now, going into the 3-drop slot, we'll have some more fun here with cards like Hydroelectric Specimen, allowing us to redirect something back to it. So, of course, we can then just hopefully redirect maybe a spot removal card to the Specimen, or you can just use it as a land. Raven Form here is going to be another one of our ways we can exile an artifact or a creature and then leave behind for our opponent a bird creature token. Solemnity Visions digs 6 cards deep to pull us out an instant or sorcery card, or it can be a land. We do kind of have a little bit of a pseudo value engine here with kind of also making our opponent discard stuff, so we might as well just go into the mill package here. So we have Sphinx's Tutelage here, and also we have Teferi's Tutelage. Anytime, of course, we draw cards, we make our opponent discard a card. With Sphinx's Tutelage, however, if the two non-land cards share a color, then we can keep repeating the process. So this can be a gnarly way to just keep messing with our opponent as the game progresses. Thirst for Discovery here will draw 3 cards and discard a card unless we discard a basic. Narset here will shut down our opponent's ability to draw cards additionally besides 1, and of course we can use it to then dig 4 cards deep to pull out a non-creature, non-land card. Refute here's one of our counter spells. Boggart Trawler here for graveyard hate, or it can be a land. We have Go Blank here also for more discarding, and then make sure we exile our opponent's graveyard along with Boggart Trawler. Cry the Carnarium, one of our weaker rats, but again, it is on a budget, so we're going to make it work, giving all of our opponent's creatures -2/-2, and if they die, they will get exiled. Miasmic Mist here, same thing, we can also -2/-2 with this. However, if we cast it for the Mayhem ability, we can make our opponent's creatures only lose -2/-2 instead. Brass's Tunnel Grinder here, when it enters, discard any number of cards and redraw a bunch of extra cards. We can then flip this into a land once we then trigger off the ability by putting 3 counters on it. Magmakin Artillerist here, anytime we discard cards, we can then make our opponent get 1 point of damage pinged to them. Seize the Spoils, discard a card, and then draw 2 cards, leaving behind a treasure token for more ramp. Sundering Eruption here, this is mostly also going to be a free roll for us. Either destroy a land we don't want to deal with here, or you can use it as a land if you need to. Glinthorn Buccaneer, a lot of people forgot about this card, but it works with our deck here. It has haste, it's a 2/4 Minotaur Pirate. Anytime we discard a card, we have to deal 1 damage to each opponent. We can also trigger its ability to discard a card and draw a card. However, you can only do this if it's attacking. Emmet Sleck Underseed here. So this is going to be one of our Final Fantasy cards. I actually wanted to build around this specifically. However, in this deck, it works just as well. 2/4 with Vigilance here. Anytime it enters or attacks, draw a card and discard a card to loot. And at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 14 or more cards in your graveyard, then transform it into a 6/6 avatar here. And during your turn, you can play cards from your graveyard. So this is another way we can get extra value out of our deck. We'll utilize here Beacon Bolt. We can deal an equal damage equal to the number of instant or sorcery cards we own in the exile and in our graveyard, so this is great for us. And with the Jumpstart ability, you can recast it. We'll have another mana rock with us, the Celestis, but we specifically want this one because every time it becomes night and day, we can then use it to, of course, draw cards, discard cards, and gain some life. In the 4-drops, I will have Ether Ice here. Since we don't really have the strongest Wrath on a budget here, this is probably going to be our best pseudo-Wrath here. Anytime we have an attacking creature go after us, we can use this to bounce everything back to our owner's hand. Crypt Caller Chariot here for 4 mana, Vehicle Menace. Anytime we discard 1 or more cards, we get to create that many tapped zombie creature tokens, and this is a vehicle that can crew for 2. Fellow Profane here is either going to be a land in a pinch or use it as spot removal. Big score here at instant speed. Discard a card, draw 2 cards, create treasure tokens. Since we're going to be doing a lot of discarding and drawing here, we're going to utilize Captain Howler's Sea Scourge. This is going to be a 4 mana 5/4 Shark Pirate with Ward 2 and pay 2 life. Anytime we discard 1 or more cards, a creature we can choose will get +2/+0 until end of turn for each card discarded this way. Anytime we deal combat damage with that card, we can draw a card. Crackling Drake here will also take advantage of all the instant sorcerers we're going to be slinging around. Even if they end up in exile, this of course will get X and 4, where that is equal to the amount of sorcery cards and instant cards we own exile and our graveyard. When it enters, you get to draw a card. In the 5-drop slot, we have Pinnacle Monk here. When it enters, bring back an instant or sorcery from our graveyard to our hand. It has prowess, and also we can use it as a land if we need to. Kefka here works very, very well with our deck, so we're of course going to throw this in. If you actually want to see a dedicated Kefka deck, check out that live stream that went out a couple months ago. It's actually still a solid card. You can kind of use it kind of like as a backup or plan B option if you want to, as opposed to Gobin here. So both of those can work very, very well. Fast/Furious here, discard a card, draw 2 cards, or use it as a 3 damaging wrath to each creature without flying. Rivers of Rebuke here. If everything goes completely sideways, this is one of our emergency panic buttons. For 6 mana, bounce back all non-land permanents a player controls to their hand, so then we should be able to wipe out our opponent and hopefully win the game. Since we're going to be doing a lot of discarding and drawing cards, the Locust God also will be our final card in the top end here, can help us go wide with a bunch of flying hasty insect creature tokens. Now, finally, to round out the package, again, this is going to be for the first half of the stream, so it is budget, but we're going to be walking the following. So we're going to be utilizing here some islands, swamps, and mountains of equal value here, and then all the dual taps that you can smash together here. The most relevant ones will be the gain lands, like Dismal Backwater here. We'll also utilize here some of the survey lands, basically utility lands like this, and of course we'll use the pinging desert lands like Scoured Springs. For Izzet colors, it's going to be Eroded Canyon, Prismari Campus, which is Scry, and Swiftwater Cliffs. We'll also utilize Bloodfell Caves, Jagged Barrens, and Ominous Asylum. And then for our utility lands, wrapping it up here, Seething Landscape here for fetching. Arid Archway can bounce back something if we could use it as a spell again, or just help us with ramping. Command Tower, since we're multicolored, it's essential. Demolition Field destroys target non-basic lands. More fetching when Escape Tunnel, and Maestro's Theater with Volatile Fault also duplicating what Demolition Field will doing. Pit of Offerings for a pseudo bit of Graveyard Hate, and Reliquary Tower because we're going to be having hopefully a lot of cards in hand, so we don't want to discard what we don't want to discard. But otherwise, that is the whole deck, everybody. So let's go ahead, let's take this, of course, into the Brawl format. Let's have some fun to see how well the deck can do. Whew. Okay, note to self, gotta make sure I bring water all the time, every time we, of course, try to do deck decks. But in any case here, let's go ahead, let's jump into Brawl now with Team Fleem. Are you a believer in Team Fleem, everybody? Have you actually played with Fleem? Whether it's going to be in Brawl or 60 cards? Let me know in the comments, everybody. I would love to hear from you about your thoughts about Fleem. For those that don't or know or are confused, Fleem is mostly, what is it? It's which Spider-Man card was it? I think it's Norman Osborn / what is it? Green Goblin? That's what it's supposed to be, actually in actual paper. So, in case if anybody's curious, that's what, again, the actual real paper card is. But I like Fleem better. Let's be honest, everybody. We love Fleem. All right, here we go. Let's get our game face on, everybody.
It's time to
Yeah. All right. Okay, so. All right, we're looking at our hand here. All right, so with that, all right, should be good. We can keep this hand. We've got right now our Mana Dork with Ornithopter. We have Zoyova, Duress, Thirst for Drawing. And hopefully we should be able to start doing stuff with Gobin / Fleem soon. Opponent is going to be playing Dawnsire. Okay, so it's going to be a colorless deck we're going to be fighting against. They're going to be doing some mulliganing, but hopefully this should be in our favor. All right. We will start with our campus. All right, opponents, show me what you got. Okay, Grey Havens, so they're scrying. That's cute. Thrill of Possibility will be nice for later. Okay, so in the meantime here... Put down Zoyova first. I want to start doing some damage as quick as I can. Hopefully we can start triggering off Zoyova here, and that means we should be able to just mess with our opponents. No Elemental Blast? Wow. That's annoying. Wow, they actually got rid of one of our cards early on. Solar Transformer. Okay. Well, while that is unfortunate, it's not the worst. Ornithopter Paradise. Let's get a peeky peek at what else they got in hand. Okay, opponent, what you got? What you got? Ooh, okay. So Sky Sovereign. That's annoying. Key to the Archive, which I absolutely hate. And Tezzeret. Tezzeret is scary once he goes off, but it's going to be a little while. Let's see. Sky Sovereign's a little ways away. But it can't really turn itself on until they actually have creatures, so let's throw away Tezzeret. Okay, so that means Key to the Archive will come down first. Alright. Yep. They'll do drafting. Okay. Opponent's digging. So now that we have the whole set for Avatar, everybody, what are your thoughts currently on Avatar as a whole? Do you like the set? Do you hate the set? Are you neutral on it? What are your thoughts, everybody? I would love to hear from you. Okay. In the meantime here, we got another swamp. That's cute. And let's see. We can Volatile Fall if we need to. And we can also Prismari Campus. We can use the land if we need to scry. If our opponent brings out Sky Sovereign, that means Ornithopter will go bye-bye. Which will be unfortunate, but that might be a small price to pay just to ensure we can get Fleem out next turn. Okay, opponents. Yep, Sky Sovereign coming. Okay, so... Thirst for Discovery. We will discard... Let's see, we have a basic we could throw away here. So we'll throw Thought. And then Thrill of Possibility. Throwing away the Cry the Carnarium. Draw 2. Okay, so we did get some lands. Although we lose the Ornithopter. Not a huge deal. Oh, okay. Celestis is actually pretty good too. So we have two ways of doing this here. Arcane Signet. Celestis. Or Celestis? Is it Celestis or Celestis? I don't remember. Any case. Let's get down that island for now. And play as Gobin. Let's see if we can make this work. So we will play Gobin. Hopefully we can connive at least once. And then we can then flip to Fleem. Spectrum Sailor. It has to crew for 3 though, so we're still safe for now. Protection from multicolored. Okay. Oh, okay, never mind. So it looks like they are going to turn on the Sky Sovereign. Well, that's annoying. Alright, so Sky Sovereign blows up our Gobin. Boo. Back to the command zone you go. So next time, I think we'll just save up for Fel the Profane here, destroying the Sky Sovereign. I think that might be our best solution here. Eviscerator's Insight. Okay, so in the meantime, we'll just wait it out. At least once we get the Sky Sovereign. We'll decline, actually. At least this will help us, of course, stabilize for now. Even just a little bit. Okay, opponents. I just want them to turn on Sky Sovereign. Okay, there we go. Opponents. There it is. Okay. Sky Sovereign turns on. And that means we can Fel the Profane away it. Phew. Okay. So at least that means we can slow our opponent down now. Nice. Okay, in the meantime... Sacrifice an artifact or creature. Draw 2 cards. Okay. Can't really do that yet. Okay, I think I might... Yeah, we'll have to do this now. Okay, so we got to deal with that alchemy land. Even though I wanted to get rid of Mishra's Foundry, it was more important to get rid of that because they will start using this to conjure cards, which is not fun. And then Eviscerator's Insight. Sacrifice the treasure to draw 2. Alright. Okay. Okay. So from here... Island. We'll play it this time as Fleem. We came here for Fleem, everybody, so we got to do it. Girls are the best 215 subscribed over on YouTube. Well, thank you for the subscription there. How you doing today? Hopefully having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Okay, so with Fleem out now Eviscerator's Insight is going to be much cheaper to cast. However, still going to be a little ways away before we can do anything here. Oh, they have Lightning Helix? Oh, that's from the Alchemy. That's so stupid. I hate Alchemy cards. Alright, fine. I guess we gotta do it this way. Opponent really does not want us to have it easy. Surprisingly, they're doing pretty well with just colorless cards, but still a ways away from where we want to be at. Ugin. Oh. Okay, well, this is now where things are going to get rough for us. We'll try to get around Ugin, but we did use up one of our key spot removals to deal with the Sky Sovereign. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get around Ugin itself. Alright, at this point we're going to have to start getting a little bit more aggressive here with our card draw. Draw 2. Greedy Freeboater, okay. Okay, down to 19. Okay, Magmakin Artillerist. Doesn't really help us here that much. Okay. So, I don't know what we're going to need to do here. Eviscerator's Insights. Leave a treasure behind. We need removal. If Ugin stays on the field too long, we will be dead. Sphinx's Tutelage. And pass from here. Alright. Get a little life. We'll draw a card. And we'll discard our Artillerist. That makes our opponent mill. Unfortunately, though, the way this is worded, they have to share a color. So in other words, what's really annoying about this is colorless doesn't count. Otherwise, we could have milled out our opponent completely here. But that's unfortunate. It's okay, though. Not a huge deal. Flames, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Pokemon. Hey, hello, my fire friend. How are you doing today? Hopefully having a wonderful day wherever you're at. And a new... what is it? Hold on. Just jumble up here. I have another fire friend here. So, a new Belurg. I'm so sorry. I butchered that completely here. But hello, my fire friends. How are y'all doing today? Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Oh, it's Tom from the Discord. Oh, hey. Well, I appreciate you dropping on in. Okay. Meanwhile, our opponent here in colorless is going to start wrecking us. All right. Still trying to see if we can make this work. I don't know if we can. We're not dead, but Ugin is going to be very, very tough for us to get through. Okay. Alright, there's still... Jeez. Wait, how did they get... Wait, how did they get another one? How did they get another Fire Scrap? Yeah, just... Jeez. These alchemy cards. Oh, that's why. They were able to conjure a second one already. That's just so dumb. I can't... I just can't with alchemy cards half the time. Okay. So now we're going to get burned here. You found your avatar, Commander? Nice! Happy to hear that. Okay, come on, deck. Come on. Show me some love. Okay, Jack and Barons. They gain life. We ping them for 1. Mind Stone. Okay, again, we're not dead, but we're running out of time. Okay, come on. Draw a card. Not Swiftwater Cliffs. Okay. Okay, well, I don't know if we're going to be able to win this one here. We'll give it one more turn. Oh, you're going to be playing Avatar Roku with firebending? Oh, that sounds so awesome. I'll be honest, though. I'm going to try to do at least one of every color, because I already have my little piece of scrap paper next to me that I've been scribbling down along with notes from my computer about everything what we can do with this. I mean, completely, what a 180. Like, Spider-Man, I was just not interested in building anything with it. Obviously, we're playing with an open path card today, but with Avatar, I already have, like, easily, like, about 8 decks we can put together across deck techs and live streams for the next couple weeks. So we're definitely going to be stacked for quite a while. Like, well, of course, we could do one of every of the bendings. So an earth bending deck, fire bending deck, water bending. And, of course, we'll start doing, of course, an ally deck. And I got to do some fun theme decks around some of my beloved characters. Got to make a Sokka deck. We have to, of course, do a Toph deck. And all the other ones, too. And, of course, we're going to have to finish it off near the end with, of course, a full Avatar set utilizing Aang himself. That actually is going to be fun. Firebending, I think, might actually be the one that might be very, very scary if people are not prepared for it. All right, opponent, come on. Just get this over with. Get the suffering ended here. Okay. While our opponent is taking their sweet time to figure this all out. Okay, there they go. Yu-Gi-Oh! No, do you want to see my Avatar Roku deck list for Panda? If you haven't already, go ahead and drop it in the Discord, and I can check it out there later on when I can. But if you want to drop it here, that's totally cool too. I don't mind. But I don't know if I'll have time to like go over the whole thing. Hold on 1 second. It doesn't really matter when I do this, because even if I do this now, they'll just ping away, and they're gonna have to recast the card anyway. I think we're just cooked no matter what. So I'm just going to concede this one. I didn't want to have to concede, but let's be real. We were not going to survive once he ultimated anyway. But it's fine. No big deal. The first loss for the game, for the stream today, but that's okay. We can rally back with the next one. We totally can. Okay. Breathing in and out. Okay. Trying again here. Still got to maintain that positivity some way, shape, or how. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Get our game face on.
It's time to
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So let's see. So we got our treasure production. We have some lands here with Spell Bomb. Captain Howler would be pretty fun once we can get this card going. Okay. So also have a discard and draw card with this. That's cool. Conniving also works very well with Captain Howler. Okay. So I mean, we got options here. This works. This can totally work. We'll keep this. Okay. Opponents. They're playing with Scion of the Earth Spider. So I think there's also a question I'm going to ask. I usually try to do this once we get near the end of a set's life cycle, if you will. Does anybody actually care about wanting to see me do a full spider deck before we get to Avatar? Because if you guys want to, I don't mind doing that. But it's just been very meh recently when it comes to that. In the meantime, however, let's put down a command tower. We'll strike it rich now. Make our treasure and pass. Okay, so if they're all in on spiders, we'll see if we can find a way to hopefully get Fleem and value before they go off. Oh, you did post in the Discord? Oh, thank you for that. Appreciate that. I'll check it out later, Tom. Okay, in the meantime, Swamp. And we'll start as Gobin first. If our opponent has removal, so be it. I'm not sure how much they may have, though, because if they're 5 colors... Utter insignificance. Okay. There is a way for us to get around that. Arcane Signet. Yeah, Spider-Man's been very meh. That's also why it's been kind of hard for me this past month or so to actually come up with deck ideas. Don't get me wrong, I want to still see what we can make with it, because I want to still give it a fair shot, but it has been such a slog to push through this. But there are some cute cards here, like for example, I do like how Fleem looks. I really wish this actually was a real, like actual paper card. I suppose you could proxy it if you want to, but that's just my thoughts on that. So let's see. Alright, so in the meantime here, we'll return, bounce that back to our hand. So that gets rid of that, thankfully. And I guess we'll try again here with Gobin. So, we freed Gobin from the aura, which is nice. And we didn't have to exile the creature. But now, we just got to get around their little spider package here. Okay. Opponent, what you got? Right now, you got 4 of your 5 colors. Okay, so they're now going to go for it to get their final color. Okay, so they got their planes. So they now have enough to get what they need. Until then, alright. Flowering of the white tree. Okay. They swing. No blocks, of course. Okay, so in the meantime here, we have a couple options now. Let's see. Here, we will go blank first. Whatever they have in hand, we might as well make them forcefully drop it. Okay, nice. Hit them, we connive. And what do we throw away here? I think we'll throw away the Thrill of Possibility. So we have this now flipped up. Once we get Pinnacle Monk also, we can actually get it back, so that won't be too bad. Here it comes. One of our big spiders we got to deal with. Ouch. Okay, Celestis. We can... Let's see. It's a lot more than I thought we were going to deal with here, but okay. Alright. We'll flip. Nothing yet. But we're pretty much out of time. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do a really bit of bad blocking here just to get through this. Okay, sound Earth Spider. Does spider stuff. Let's see. Other spiders you control. Oh, yeah. They'll blow us away with this. There's not really anything we can do here, unfortunately. Wait, they have trample? Yeah. Okay. Spider deck actually got us. How boring. Alright. Alright, you win, opponents. Well, so far Fleem isn't quite pulling in what I was hoping to do, but we're not going to give up. We can't give up just yet. We are going to keep going. I believe in Team Fleem. Alright, so let's load up the next one here. So, out of the mechanics we've now seen, and now we have the full set to get a very good idea of what we're going to be running into with Avatar. For those of you that are interested, whether again you're watching live or on the live stream, let me know, what bending mechanic do you think is the strongest? All of them actually do have pretty good merits on their own, but I'm still trying to figure out, which one, because I really want to try to take advantage of fire bending, but the tricky part for that is the timing restriction is going to make or break it. I still think, though, that one is going to be the one that a lot of people are going to underestimate during combat. Don't get me wrong, like, all the other ones, I mean, let's be real. Water bending is just Convoke, but just slightly different, but it's still Convoke. Was it air bending? I think will be better for, like, control decks and tempo decks. And then earth bending, jeez, I think earth bending might actually be broken, just based on how it's designed. And if we know how landfall works for a lot of decks out there, having the ability to earth bend might trigger off more landfall triggers than most people believe. So I think earth bending is probably going to be the strongest. I would then think maybe water bending and fire bending might be tied, but I guess it depends on how you build the decks. And then air bending, well, not bad. It probably will not be as terrifying as the other two. At least that's how I interpret it. Unless you guys all disagree with me, let me know what you think. Okay, so we're playing against an Enchantress deck. Let's hit this. Okay, so we do have... Okay, we'll get the Scoured Springs. Anger Hunter for 1. But if we see Sethless go down now... Oh, it's a test champion, alright. That's fine. We might actually have to do this now, which is not ideal, but... Maestro's Theater. Sack now. And then we'll get our mountain. We need to cast down now before that gets too big. Okay, so threat down. Okay. Hallowed Haunting. Okay. So let's see. Our best bet here is Zoyova. Okay. Oh, maybe we should have put down actually that life gain land. Maybe I messed up there. Okay, Incessant Wanderer. Because the idea that I realized I should have done was turned off the card draw with Narset. Hopefully that won't come back to bite me now. Swiftwater Cliffs. Okay. And Infernal Grasp while we can. Okay, Sith still is down. Okay, just trying to slow down their card draw as much as possible. We swing. I don't think our opponent's going to block, so we should be good for a turn here. Oh, they do block. Oh, okay. Well. Okay, well, in that case then. Creature dies, but so do both of theirs. So we're still slowing down their Hallowed Haunting as much as we can. Okay, Sithis. They make a token. Sanctum Weaver. Okay. Alright, well, here come the creatures. Our best hope right here is just to slow them down with Narset. At least for a turn. Gain some life. Come on, deck. I need right now. Cry the Carnarium is going to be our key piece here, and we did not get it. Okay. It's okay. But at least if they play any enchantments for now. Well, actually, they're going to have to kill our Narset first. Okay. 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 First Paradise. Sanctum of Fruit. Okay. Ugh. Not good. Another question also I want to ask everybody is, let me know what your thoughts are on if you would like to see me do more, I guess I would say throwback decks. So we're talking about like we never did a deck around Sithis or Enchantress in this pure form. But would you like to see that, at least for a couple of other streams? Let me know, everybody. I'm going to see if I can start pulling out polls about what y'all want to see coming up in the future here. But otherwise, let's play Fleem. I don't know what that last card is, but I'm going to try to see if we can get around that. Okay. Chaos Wanding us. The shenanigans begin. Faithless Looting. They draw 2, discard 2. Okay, opponent. Let's duress. Let's get a peek at what their last card is. If it's an enchantment card, hopefully we can just dump it now. Okay, nice. Case of the Locked House. That's cute. Okay, they have all the mana in the world now. Enchantress's Presence. Alright. Wow. Fleem is not getting it done today. Kind of a shame, too. I actually do like the card. But our opponents... And this is, again, something I always try to remind everybody whenever you play on a budget. Anytime you play on a budget, especially on Arena, your opponents will not care about what you're trying to do. Always just because it's just going to come down to they just want to win. But in real Commander, it's usually not that way. Because usually real Commander, I mean, the fun of it, of course, is just the actual aspect of just learning the game. And playing with it, and having fun, I guess. Alright, Faithless Looting. Okay, is there anything? Okay, we could discard. And discard. Okay. Pump up Fleem. Not that it really matters too much here. Because we have to deal with the stuff here regardless. And then... Get a Swamp. Mishra's Bauble. Okay. Okay, I could swing. Down to 20. Draw a card. Okay. Strike it rich. But that's pretty much it. Even if I block here with one of those spirits, we still lose. Wow. Well, we're looking a little rough today. But that's okay. We still got plenty of time to see if we can score back some wins. I know we can win with this deck. I managed to get a couple wins last night when I was testing it. But so far, it's still feeling a little rough around the edges. But I still want to see if Team Fleem can pull off a win or two here. We just want to try to build up that value, and hopefully that should be enough to get us our victory. Okay. All right, let's see. Can we lock in here, and hopefully we'll get to a better game here. Hopefully so. All right. Okay. Come on. Load me up here a match. Anybody. Also, once we get to holiday season, I will try to do, again, another one of our seasonal options here. We kind of missed it a little bit here, but I'm going to try to do it again. We're going to try to do another stream where it's going to be a community stream. But maybe we might do it differently this time. Maybe we might do a community stream where we all come together to build a deck. It's either that or we can go back to the traditional way where if anybody wants to face off against me, I'll be more than happy to face off against anybody in Arena. But we'll put that to a poll later on. Let's see what you guys all want. Alright, Terralossa, okay. Opponent is going to focus on their life gain shenanigans. Greedy Freeboater. Okay. So hopefully we can get some value here coming up. Terralossa, alright. Okay. Opponent thinks they're going to get cheeky here by trying to pump up Terralossa a little too much, but we'll try. We can get around it. Volatile Fault, okay. To the Jagged Barons. No attacks yet. So we can sacrifice here, alright. They got their planes from the Birth of Melitus. Okay, opponent gonna swing. Yep, they do. Lock in here. We go to 20. We're at 26. They scry. Okay, the wash away will be okay later on. Make a treasure, though. They'll scry. Okay. I feel like this should be one we should be able to get a win with. At least I hope so. Play the faults. I don't know what it is here. Okay, I think I know how to do this and get some value out of this. Okay, so we'll take down the Terralossa on the next turn or so. Aspiring Overseer, okay. Okay, draw a card. They gain that little bit of value. Okay, anything else, opponents? Okay, Soldier of the Pantheon. Opponent will swing here. Big swing. Okay, so we'll go full control because I want to make sure I do this correctly here. We'll submit. We will pay here and pay here. Okay, so that's gone. Okay, down to 17. Come on, deck. We need at least one. Let's see. Magmatic Flamekin. We're going to need at least a Wrath right now. That would be good. A cheap Wrath is all we need to just get back in this fight. Iliad, okay. Okay, opponent swinging. So annoying, but it's okay. Keep fighting the good fight here. We can do maybe one or two matches, at least with a budget one. Maybe this might be a one that you really kind of want to invest a bit more in. But so far, Team Fleem is not achieving the dream. I was hoping we would, but this one might not be the one for a budget deck. But we'll still keep going. I'm hoping that at least we can get at least one good one here. So we'll see if we can try to do two more matches with the Fleem, with the budget Fleem. And if that doesn't work, we will go to a non-budget version. So let's see. Can we pull it off here? Okay. Until then, let's see. Grimgrin. Okay. I've played against this card before. It is a very powerful zombie commander. But we'll see if we can find a way around this card too. Ironically, though, our opponent's got the Fleem's... they got the nice little Fleem sleeves there. Maybe that's what we need. That's what we need. We need to aura. We need to pull out the Fleem aura here on our cards. So I realize now, yeah, we don't have them. We just have the basic backings here. That's what we should be doing. We should be doing a Fleem theme. That's probably why we're not winning here. I guess we could flip that out just for funsies. I'll do that again for the budget deck. Oh, that does lead me to another question, everybody. So, not Magic related. What do you enjoy in terms of a beverage? Proxy Doll 101. Hello, my fire friend. Thanks again for joining us in the chat. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Okay, opponents, you there? Okay. Well, while our opponent is trying to figure stuff out here and kind of figuring out life like I am, as I mentioned earlier, so do you have a favorite beverage, everybody? Something you enjoy drinking? Water? Milk? Energy drinks? I probably should not be drinking energy drinks, but I have a bad habit of them. Sodas? Something a little bit more adult-oriented? Let me know, and I would love to hear from you. In the meantime, maybe our opponent's getting something to drink, too. Okay, well, I would like to play Magic a little bit today. Someday. Hello? Opponents? Hello? You there? Maybe? Someday? Oh, okay. Okay, I guess they heard us. Okay. So in that case, then, play the Celine Visions. You enjoy water and smoothies, huh? Oh, what kind of smoothies do you like? Or is there like a... do you make your own? Or do you go out and buy some at like a location? And even if you're not watching this live, let me know in the comments. I actually am curious about what you guys are all interested in fencing for your beverage of choice. And I do see a closer couple of you guys also over on Instagram. Someday, hopefully we can try to integrate the Instagram chat into the main chat. I think now X now finally adds the chat to everything here. But we still can't quite get Instagram. But someday we will. I know we will. But yeah, those of you I see on there, Robert Williams and Matt Mark Fine Art, thanks again for joining us today. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day, both of you, wherever you're at. But wherever our opponent's at right now is definitely not in this game. Okay. I would like to play someday, but maybe this is probably going to be a free win. Yep. All right, well, we got a freebie for a day, everybody. So, I mean, yay, I guess. All right, well, hey, it gets the dailies done, so a win's a win, I guess, even if it's not really much of anything. But okay, let's try one more time. With this budget deck, we're going to try one more shot at it. If it doesn't work out, we will then just focus on the non-budget one coming up. Having said that, if you still like either one, whether we play the future upgraded deck or if you still want to try out the budget one for yourself, I will leave in the details of this live stream once we are done a full link for both of those decks. Proxy is saying right now you like strawberry, blueberries, bananas with Greek yogurt, water, and protein powder. Ooh, tasty. That sounds actually pretty good right now. Man, I kind of wish I could grab one right now, but I'm kind of locked in right here with playing this game. But that's okay. Maybe we can get one maybe after I'm done here. Okay, in the meantime, let's see. Okay, so Hopeless Nightmare. We can reuse that if we need to later on. Slim Divisions means we'll come in with a tap land. But we also have Hydroelectric Specimen too, and the Modern Age. Okay. Slow, but I think we might be able to do this. Okay, our opponent is playing Kren Undercity Dreamer / Kren of the Spider Brood. I think this one is the Miles Morales card. I don't remember. It's been so hard to try to keep track of all these Omen Path, Spider-Man shenanigans. I'm just glad we're going to be done with it for a while. I'm sure some people out there are still going to be playing Spider-Man cards, and that's cool if you want to, but I myself am totally all in on Avatar. In fact, actually, we actually already bought a box. I usually try to buy one box of whatever set a year, just whichever set I feel is the best one. So definitely this one is going to be the Avatar one. I look forward to this one. Having said that, I do regret not getting the Final Fantasy box when the pre-orders went live. I really should have locked in on that one. But I wanted the gift bundle because I really wanted to get the collector booster. And that one, well, how do I put this? Wait, did they actually put out the collector booster pack opening for Final Fantasy? I have to check my settings. If I have not, I probably should finish that video up. It's not a huge one, but something I probably should put out there. In the meantime, however, let's put out the laboratory. We will play Gobin side. And we'll see from there. But yeah, so Proxy Doll with a really tasty sounding drink there. But what else y'all want to drink? What else tickles your fancy? Okay, I'm going to put away Angelic Destiny. Actually, wait, I made them put away. Okay, Leyline Weaver. No blocks. So, Warden of the Silver Whip Summit. Okay, so we have a shore up to protect if we need to. And let's see here. We will... Let's see. I guess we can play this tap. We don't need to hurt ourselves here. Okay. So anytime we connive. Get that combat damage in. Okay, so we got a counter spell, so that's not bad for now. We'll throw away the Faithful Fluting, because we'll flip into Fleem soon. Until then, pass here. We're going to try to keep the shore up, just in case, just to keep Fleem/Gobin alive. Just in case. Opponent's got 3 cards in hand. Okay, Kren's coming in. They put counters on 2 creatures. Okay. Popping up their spiders. Ugh. I had a question I actually realized I never bothered to ask anybody. Is anybody actually an arachnophobe? I hope... I mean, I myself am not an arachnophobe, but I'm also not fond of spiders just the same. So it's actually been very interesting to think, like, does this set trigger anybody that actually does not like spiders? Like, actual real spiders. I mean, some of the art is kind of cool, but some of it is a little jarring, to say the least. Go to 14. Okay, we pass here. Okay. Solstice, alright. We'll play Salinity Visions here. And let's see. I think we'll play our Mana Rock. We swing here. Down to 20. Connive again. We will throw away Shoreline Looter. Popping it up. Okay, so we have enough where if we want to, we can do a combat trick now. I guess it depends on what our opponent does here. Could flip if he wants to. And he does. Okay. Big swing here. Oh. Well, that sucks. So even if I untap here using Shore Up, that's not enough to stop. Oh, jeez. Wow, I am just not getting the luck today. Proxy, you do not like spiders? Well, you're not the only one. I'm not fond of spiders at all. I understand that spiders, like real spiders, do have a purpose in our world. I mean, they take care of all the other disgusting insects that you don't want to deal with, like, you know, fleas, ants, at least like small ants here and there, and like, what is it, roaches. So I understand that they have that place. Just not in my house. That's all I want to say about that. Okay. Eviscerator's Insight. Okay. We're still not quite where we want to be at. But we can flip if we want to. I think that might be the best option here. Okay, so Fleem is now up and alive and well. Okay, so in the meantime... Actually, no attacks yet. Can we survive this hit? I don't think we can. Conclave Mentor. I think we might have lost this one too. Alright. Well, it's okay. We'll try again next time, everybody. Let's try to sponge the hit here, however they want to swing, because everything already is pumped up. You can still put counters on stuff, can't you? Okay, that's so annoying. Okay. Whenever you attack, double the numbers. Oh, okay. So that does double it up. And that means we die here? Yeah. Okay, well, just couldn't get there with this one, everybody. Wow, okay. You would think with all the removal we have in the deck, we can get some of it, but we just have not been able to draw into what we need. Okay. It's okay. Not a huge deal, everybody. All right. Okay. Opponents? Is that it? Have you confirmed, or you still got another spell? Anything, opponents. Okay, you're now. Alright, you're that person, but okay. I'm going to counterspell that because I can. So, take that, opponents. That's what you get for getting greedy, opponents. Take that. Wow. Opponent got a little greedy there, and it came back to save us. If not for one turn, but I guess it's better than nothing. So in the meantime here, we'll throw away the Modern Age. Okay. The Modern Age is now Not for 1 mana. We'll draw a card. Okay, we'll throw away Arcane Signets. Play it for free. There you go. So that's actually how you want to use Fleem here, is just to do those kinds of shenanigans. We will... Oh, man, we really would like to actually have... Okay. It's okay. Okay, they gain life. And let's see here. Oh, okay. I guess we'll play the Glinthorn Buccaneer. So I guess it's better than nothing. And then nothing else for now. Viscerator's Insight can be used if we need to in a pinch to just push through. But wow, our men actually came back to bite them. So we're not dead, which is nice. But our luck is going to run out soon. Okay. They put some stuff on. It doesn't have trample, so we can block with the Buccaneer if we need to. Okay. Okay, then what do we sacrifice here? Actually, if Glinthorn's going to die anyway, might as well sacrifice him. Draw 2. Okay. We draw a card. We'll throw away Emmet. Plan for 2. Draw another card. Discard a card. Okay, so in the meantime, discard here. So we can flash it back if we want to now. We can Mayhem that. Viscerator's Insight. Sacrifice blue. Okay, the deck is finally doing its thing. Sort of. Okay, and then I guess we're good from there. Okay, so no attacks yet. But you can kind of see, I know it wasn't super flashy, but once we start going off, we can actually pull stuff off with Fleem. So, if we only have just enough to actually use Ether Eyes here, then we can completely turn this game around here now. Okay, he transforms. Let's see, okay. Just trying to see what we can do here. Okay, swings. Pumps it up. Our opponent has gotten wise to our shenanigans here, so cling to dust. We will eat Warden. We will take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So eat that to gain some life. So that allows us to take a hit. Phew, okay. Right. Wait, do we block? No, no blocks. Okay. Go to 5. I don't know how we're doing it, but we're still alive. We'll draw a card. We'll throw away a card. Throw away the Jagged Barrens. Okay, Bloodfell Caves. Okay. We flip, so we get another blocker. We will play the island. Chart a course. Okay. Little by little, we are trying our gosh darn hardest here to just stay alive. I don't know how we're doing it, but we are. Okay. And then... what's our last card? Is it a creature? I guess we'll find out here. Okay. So, we're still hanging on by a thread. Oh, Smile at Death. Okay. Phew. Okay, we got rid of that. So that's not horrible. Still can't swing, though. There's no option until we can get rid of that Leyline Weaver. That's annoying. Okay. Okay. We gain still. How many do we have here? We have 6. He doesn't flip until he gets to 14, huh? Okay. Cold Steel Heart. Guess we'll throw that away. Or maybe we should have thrown away last turn. That would have been a free spell. Rishkar. Okay. Our opponent is waiting to etherize. Or at least, I'm hoping that we can etherize them, I mean. Okay, come on, opponents. Come on. Come on, get greedy with that swing. I dare. Is still fighting as hard as they can to keep us down. We, however, are not giving up ourselves here. Thrill a possibility. Dismal backward. Get tossed. Draw 2. Okay, the Mind Stone. Okay, so in that case then... Faithless Looting. Draw 2. Okay, Kefka, that actually is not too bad here. Okay, so... Throw away the Mind Stone. And... Throw away the... Thirster Discovery. Okay, so this is perfect because Mind Stone now comes in for free. So free ramp there. Kefka. Nice. We can discard... Fast and Furious. And draw 2. We will also play now Heir to Falcon Wrath. Nice. And let's see, we can copy 1 card. I think we can copy 2. Let's see, what is there any creature we can actually copy that's in here? Probably not. That's okay though. Not a huge deal. Let's see. So that's how much now? 5, 7, that's 8. Still not enough in the air. Okay. Okay. We are trying our hardest here. I don't know if we're going to survive at least one more turn. Oh, Bristly Bill. Jeez. Okay. Bristly Bill. Our opponent, man, it's such a... I didn't think this card was actually going to be this brutal against us, but without any of our spot removal that we have in the deck, it's going to be just so hard to deal with this card. And there we go. We double things. But that means they can't... Okay, so I mean, we could chump block if we have to. Okay, opponent swings, of course. So they double the counters again. But as long as they don't have trample... Okay. Okay, Likeness Looter. We'll draw a card. As a last ditch, come on. Something. Demand answered, okay. That at least gets us closer to what we want. Goes bye-bye. Kefka could flip. Okay. Alright. We're getting close to the end here, and I want to see if we can try to do this. Okay. Let's flip Kefka. It is a big ask. But we will try here. Ooh. So they got rid of their card there. Okay, so Kefka... Whatever... Okay, so... They have 3 creatures in hand, and we could still... Okay. No attacks yet. This is a tough one. Still tough. Heir to Falcon Wrath could flip. Okay. We won't get trample. Okay, they untap. They will get a bird. Yeah, I didn't think this one was going to go as long as it did, everybody. But so far, I mean, this has been a pretty good match so far. And at least it shows a testament to when the deck finally actually gets on its legs here, it can do things. But, yeah. I mean, sorry if I've been kind of mumbling to myself, but I'm just trying to figure out the best solution here to get through this fight. Not an easy one, but we have been surviving, if barely. Okay, opponent will most likely swing here. They could do a... I'm surprised they're not doing a bigger swing. Or maybe they are scared of the cards we do have in hand. Okay, they do. All right, they pump up. Do they pump again? They do. Okay. All right, so... Sacrifice an artifact. The Mind Stone. Goes bye-bye. Okay. Nothing there. block here. We lose our vampire. Small price to pay. That's okay. Okay, so seize the spoils. Throw away Flameblade Adept. We can always play him again. Not a big deal. Alright, Flameblade Adept. Mountain. Expressive Iteration. Come on, deck. Where is our... Oh, jeez. Okay. Put that to my hand. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, and then... Cycle. Ping, ping. I'm 13. Get to draw a card off of that. That's cool. And another card. There's just still more removal. Magnet, Kin. And I guess we end there? Yeah. Actually, wait. I'm dumb. Fleem can also swing because he can't be blocking there. Oh, have I been dumb this whole time? Oh, there we go. So we got one thing we need, and we also okay. This is a whole new fight, everybody. This is a whole new fight because now we got Slip Out the back, and we have the Fading Hope, and we also have the River's Rebuke. Okay, I think we can get a win here. Oh my goodness, what a game! Even if our opponent right here, okay. So we need to make sure we have the 2 mana open, no matter what. Even if they blow up Kefka, it won't matter now. We should be good to go here. Okay. I want our opponent, however, to do a big... Okay. So they did get the big swing off. Okay. Okay, it's a 5/5. Opponent, that's right. Use up all your stuff. Okay, so first off, bounce that back. All right, that's good. And then slip out the back. Although you don't want to give them an actual counter here, we don't have a choice. Okay, so those will remove from combat. Okay, so that's a lot easier to deal with, right? Okay, so with that, we will block. Let's see, actually, what do we want here? Okay. Block with the Vector Glider and the Magma Kin. Okay. We're still in this fight. I love it. Okay, so with that, we... Okay. River's Rebuke. Okay, nice. So with that, we can now... Let's see. Go blank. We now exile those cards. They get discarded. I still can't believe it. We are still alive. Okay. They're not coming back for a while now, so that's good. We'll play Rona. So we have a chump blocker. Swing with Fleem. Oh my goodness, we might be able to pull this off here. Okay. Wow. What a comeback. Little by little. As long as they don't have trample. Oh. Oh dear. Wait, does that kill us? Does that kill us? Okay. Oh no. Wow. What a way to end it. What a way to end it. Opponent forcing trample with Kodama the West Tree. Beating us here. And we don't have any other options. I mean, I can't even... Okay, yeah, that doesn't even do anything, does it? Okay. We can gain life here, but that doesn't help us either. Oh, jeez. I mean, I can exile here whatever I want, but wow. Unbelievable. Our opponent found a way. Dang. And here I thought we were going to be able to win this one. Man. I'm so sad about that. What a heartbreaker. So maybe it was a bad idea to just slip out the back when I did, but I can't believe that. We actually lost that one. Oh, man. Such a shame, too. We came close, but, I mean, yeah, maybe we sequenced incorrectly there. I won't try to dwell on it too much there. That's okay, everybody. We still had a good one there. That was still a pretty good game. I'm sure we probably could have played that one a little bit better, but I'm still happy with that one. Now that we've kind of at least got a decent idea of like what Team Fleem is really trying to do here, let's actually take it to the next level. Let's see if we can upgrade the deck a little bit more to see how well we can really pull some stuff off here. I will say, though, Kefka actually did help us out there in a pinch, but this version right here is going to be a much more stronger build here. We have a much better mana base here if you want to upgrade. We are going to still keep the islands, swamps, mountains more or less the same, but we're going to throw in cards like Otawara here, all the rare dual lands like Fetid Pool, Gloom Lake Verge lands, the Surveil lands are in here, of course, the Sacrifice, draw lands and all that stuff. That's all going to be in here as well. We'll throw in, of course, much of the stronger stuff like, of course, Ancient Tomb here, actual real fetches, of course. So that's all going to be good and well there. But for the upgrades here to the main deck, working our way backwards here, we'll add in now the Immortal Sun, so this will turn off Planeswalkers. Also gives our creatures a bit of pump, and also spells will be even one less cast to cast, so that's good. We could draw extra cards. We'll throw in only the cheapest of our, extra turn spells, so Time Warp here. And then for other upgrades here, we'll throw in Teferi's Aegis Insight, so again, we can start drawing more cards for us. We'll add in Nico Bolas here, the Ravager, another strong card that can also discard stuff, and if it flips into a Planeswalker, as long as we don't have, of course, the Immortal Sun to screw ourselves over here, still an amazing card, just the same. Of course, if you want to go all out here, yes, you can play Rhystic Study. Some people may disagree with this, so if you don't want to use it, of course, in our version, that's totally fine. That's up to you how you want to play it. We'll, of course, keep the majority of our cards as is because we still want to maintain the core of the deck. We'll throw in cards like Professional Facebreaker now. So this way, when we deal combat damage, we can then start making treasure tokens. Use those treasure tokens we need to sacrifice them to exile cards and then cast more stuff. As far as other upgrades, we'll have Prismari Command here. So we can do some multiple things with it, either damaging our any target, drawing some cards, making treasures, destroying artifact. Raeli, because we are going to be discarding a lot of cards. So this will help us, again, refuel even faster. We have Runezik that goes very well with Raeli here. So Runezik, of course, will make us discard cards, but we can make treasure tokens. It also has Mayhem built into it. Stronger spot removal cards like Bedevil here. Monument to Endurance also is another payoff for discarding cards, so we can help us, of course, just drain our opponent and get value. As far as the 2-drops out here, we'll throw in now Cyclonic Rift, a much more stronger card along with River's Rebuke, so this will be better ways of helping us ensure we can get our game plan off. Ghostly Pilfer here, just make sure we can just keep drawing cards. Also, it can't be blocked if we discard a card, so that's why we have it in the deck. We'll throw in Jace Vin's Prodigy here, which can flip into another Planeswalker as well for a card draw. We'll throw in Kitta, Alder Ball Elite here, another one of those cards that can draw stuff and discard. It has Vigilance, and it also has Prowess, which is good. Ledger Shredder, again, one of my favorite cards here from Capenna, but also it's a great card. The Bird Advisor is not as expensive as it used to be, so it's great for our deck, even as an upgrade. Every time we can have either myself or an opponent will cast their second spell, we can connive to start drawing cards. We're going to throw in one of the all-stars currently in Standard, Prof's Edict Memory here. Every time when this enters, draw a card. Every time we, of course, draw cards, we'll put X amount of counters on a creature, where X is the number of cards we've drawn this turn, -1. In terms of other upgrades for the deck that we want to throw in here, not much else realistically, though. Mostly you just want to keep everything as is. Throw in a Thoughtseize if you want to. That can help us, of course, with discarding certain cards. We have Reanimate, so we can bring stuff back from the graveyard to the battlefield faster. Malika Rebirth actually is perfectly budget-friendly in Arena. In paper, it's actually a $9 card, so that's why we're kind of technically going to treat it like an upgrade for the deck. We'll throw in Dark Ritual as well, so we can then ramp faster for us. Otherwise, that should be mostly it. Oh, 3 Steps Ahead also is going to be a stronger counterspell that you can use as a catch-all option for what you need to. But otherwise, that's going to be mostly it, everybody. We have Brainstorm as well. But if you want to throw in any other cantrips, that's totally cool. But that's mostly going to be our upgraded version of the deck. Now, can this upgraded version help Fleem achieve a win today? I'm hoping we can. I would like to at least end the stream with one win. I know Fleem is not the most competitive deck, but at least the version we're playing today is a fun one. And I am happy that at least we got off at least one decent game. That was actually a really long one too, but I'm really happy with how that one kind of went out. Even if we didn't win, it still shows that as a testament the deck can grind it out against opponents. Okay, so with that in mind, let's go ahead, let's get into our first game. Thankfully, we also have a wash away, so we can definitely do shenanigans. Okay, opponent's got the Corpse Knight, so we will play the Polluted Delta. Brainstorm. Let's see. What do we not want right now? Time Warp we'll put away. Ghostly Filter. We'll put those two away. Crack the fetch and put those away. We will then pull out... Let's see, what do we want right now? I can look at the Xander's Lounge. So we don't have anything up for now. We can afford it because Knight of Windgrace is not coming down just yet. So we can afford at least one turn. Just one. History of Analia. Okay, here come the Knights. Okay. Opponent gonna be swinging? Maybe. Okay, they do. Down to 21. Okay, Prismatic Vista, which is cute also. Play the Mountain. Arcane Signets. Pass here. Okay, another Knights. Get pinged. They're going to start swinging bigger now. Alright, does their... Okay, so the Knight does come in, so we wash away now. Denied. Okay, so it buys us a turn. Okay, opponents. Swinging, alright. Demand answers, that's cute. Rackus Theater. Cold Steel Heart goes to the graveyard. We will play Ruzik. He's mostly just here to block. Honestly, that's what we're going to use him for. Unless our opponent has removal. Opponents. Maybe. Do you have removal? They do. Alright, they got the Mortify. Okay. Alright, big hit here. This is going to hurt. They will protect their Corpse Knight, unfortunately. Alright, well, opponent here definitely found a way to get around us. They did not care what we were trying to do. Okay, down to 3. Okay, is that all? Okay, and a Secluded Step. Okay, literally one turn to somehow survive, but I don't think we're going to do it here today. Alright, we can play the Gobin. Not for really any real value, but we can try. And we will play Emmet. Okay, we can draw a card, discard a card. Let's see. Go away the Blood Crypt. So even if we block here, yeah, we can't win. Alright. Take another L. Okay, well, maybe Fleem was not quite what we were hoping for today. But it happens. I mean, sometimes you put together decks that you think are going to be amazing, and then they end up just completely pooping the bed, if you will. They just don't quite fire off what you're hoping that they would. But that's okay. It all comes down to, again, the fun of building, trying to play, trying to test, and sometimes you just come up short. But I'm not giving up just yet. We still have a little bit of time left in the stream where I'm going to try to see if we can get one win with Fleem. Just one win is all I want. Like one real legit win. The last one we did, yes, we got a win, but we didn't really do much. Mostly our opponent just kind of gave up before we can actually try to achieve anything. But okay. How are we all feeling so far? And also, how's your weekend been going, everybody? What y'all been up to this weekend? Let me know in the comments, everybody. I would love to hear from you on your weekend. Alright, so we're playing against Kilo here versus Argobin. Can we get a win here against proliferating... What is it? Yeah. Proliferate Shenanigans. Okay. Until then, let's see. Alright. We can make this work, I think. Maybe. Okay. So with that... opponents? Still thinking. Okay. Opponents. Lou. Lou. Opponents. Opponent, are you there? Hello? Okay. Alright, looks like it's going to be another non-game. Okay. Are we... Wait, are we there? Anyone? Anything? Come on. Okay, there's the timer at least. All right. Okay. While our opponent is trying to figure out life here, I guess. Again, that question I'll ask is, so yeah. How are we doing on your collection? Is there any cards you've been still trying to collect for whatever decks you're trying to build, everybody? What is it that you're trying to build currently? Let me know, everybody. I would love to hear from you. Okay. All right, well, I guess we'll play the Fetid Pool. Okay. Opponents. Anything else? Hello? Okay, well, this is going to be kind of boring here if our opponent is not going to actually play. Or maybe they disconnected. I don't know. Sometimes we have that too. Sometimes you get moments where things get disconnected. Your opponent's not there. Oh, wait, they are there? Okay, well, I don't know why they took so long, but okay. I guess we will play some Magic then. Let's play... Okay, what do we name here? I guess it's going to be Human. This is to make sure that Gobin can't be countered. I guess we'll name it on... What do we want here? Red? Put on red. Okay. So I guess we're still now playing. Hopefully. Okay, they got a Cold Steel Heart too. That's cute. Okay, Kilo will be coming in soon. Find a way around that. And pass here. So, with the Scalding Tarn, we can brainstorm away, and we can hopefully try to see if we... Okay, ooh, Simulacrum Synthesizer. No, no, no. That cannot resolve. If that resolves, we are completely dead. Okay, opponents. Okay. Anything else, opponent? Okay, so let us... Okay. Got an Aetherize, so I guess that'll be helpful for later, but nothing we can really do now. Ghostly Pilfer. Christina, how am I doing? I'm doing fine. How are you doing today? Hopefully having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Okay, so... Yeah, we're in a weird spot right now. Okay. Okay. Lost GT. Okay. Opponents. Hanger Backwalker, okay. So they're going to try to see if they can start pumping up Hanger Backwalker, I see. Okay, so with that... Swing here. You're doing good? Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad you are doing good. Oh. And again, I do apologize, everyone. It looks like the stream quality ended up pooping out. I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing that. So I can't... Again, hopefully the stream will hold out just a little bit longer. But yeah, I don't know why it's actually performing poorly. But I mean, at least playing Magic, it doesn't look like it's going to be that bad. Okay, so we get to draw a card here. That's cute. Thank you, opponents. Kilo coming in. Okay, so they put the GT on top. They swing. Okay, so they swing with just one creature. Pumps up Hanger Backwalker. Christina, it seems like I'm the only person. That is sad. That's okay. I mean, there's still some people that will watch. Even if we don't always have a big crowd here, I still appreciate even just like one person talking. And even if nobody talks, that's totally cool too. I mean, you know, I get it. I'm not always going to be popping. Sometimes we do have a popping stream, but that's totally cool too. I think my only concern right now is the stream quality is not the best right now, so it just feels very awkward with some that may be watching. All right, put 2 cards back. Put back. What do we put back here? Put back these 2. Scalding Tarn. But that's okay. It's all good. We are getting close to the end of the stream, though, but we'll hang in there just a little bit longer. Just a little bit. All right, so let us get out... Get out the Rackets Theater. Okay, Surveil 1. Oh, the stream is lagging that bad? Oh, jeez. I don't know what's happening. Like, I've been trying to test out new settings, and it just feels like it's just not working. I'm not sure why is that. Okay. Well, thanks at least for at least being upfront about that. Let's see if we can try to get that to work later. Okay. I'll see if I can try to figure out what's going on there later on. I'll have to do some more testing, but it seems like the longer I stream, the worse it's getting. I'm not sure why. Okay, Polluter Delta. We will get out this time. Steam Vents. Play on Fleem side. Oh no, it went to gray, now it's doing random colors. Oh dear, not again. Okay, well, something I'll have to keep note of for... I'm trying to fix that. I don't know why it's doing that, though. I guess right now I can't see it that well playing this game because this game is mostly static with only just a handful of animations. So it doesn't look horrible, but also it doesn't look very good overall. Okay, Greedy Freeboater. Okay, we will discard Celestus. So we can play that for 1. Okay, and then it went back to normal? I mean, okay. Huh. Interesting. Something to keep note of. I'm going to have to find a way to fix that somehow. Okay, opponent's putting counters on stuff. So we can do some damage here with Ghostly Pilfer. Okay, down to 21. Play the Celestus. Yeah, I don't know why my stream quality is now, like, completely pooped out there. Huh. It's gonna be something I'll have to check later on. But we're almost there. After this, depending on how long the next one takes, this might be it, because I'm gonna have to check why my stream decided to have issues. You have to leave the stream. You got to go change your battery. That's okay. Well, thanks for stopping by anyway, and I appreciate that, Christina. Take care of your battery, and hopefully if you do manage to pop in for a little bit later on, I appreciate that. But if we're gone by then, have a wonderful weekend. Always be sure to burn bright. Later. Okay, opponent is pumping up here. We will definitely block with 1 creature. So at least we can slow things down just a smidge. We'll get some value off of the Greedy Freeboater. Okay, Command Tower. Not going to really do much with that, so we have plenty of lands. That's not the issue. Unwinding Clock. Oh. Okay. Well, that might be a problem for us. Let's see. This time we'll actually draw an extra card. Okay. And an extra card. Okay. We'll play... Come on. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7. So we should have enough here. Should. Okay. We'll draw another card. Discard a card. Okay. Ooh. Infernal Grasp is good. That will be good. For now... Swing here. Okay. Opponent. Anything else? Nope. Okay. Down to 18. Go to counter again. Hopefully we should be able to then just bounce away everything with Aetherize in just a moment. Okay. Come on. Opponent, jump me what you got. Okay, so they do swing. That's right, go ahead, proliferate. Go ahead, do it, opponents. Come on, no counter spells. Did we manage to Aetherize and mess them up? Anything, opponents? And there you go. They've had enough out of that one. All right, I'll take that one. Hey, we actually got a legit win there. So, yay, we finally did it. We got a good one there. I'll take it. I'll take it. Whew, okay. Well, that was not too bad, right? Okay, so in the meantime... Alright. So, maybe 1 or 2 more games, and that'll probably be it for today's stream, everybody. Unfortunately, though, I don't know why it's having so many issues with the quality now. So, again, apologize on that one. Usually we don't get that problem. Unless the stream sometimes cuts out and then cuts back in. Sometimes that does happen to us. So, I don't know what we can do to fix that, just to make sure we have consistency with the stream. If anybody has any suggestions on that, let me know. Oh, your opponent did not want to play. All right, well, I mean, yay. All right, we'll skip that one. Moving on. Okay, so with that, trying again here. Whew, okay, so, and of course, once we get near the end, as always, we'll do a little overview of the stream, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Just to kind of get a little feel as to, you know, what went good, what went wrong with the deck, and what we could do to maybe, like, talk about alternate ways of fixing things. Okay, so we currently have... We have Reanimates. Opponent's playing Gisa and Geralf. Oh, actually, because they're milling, that actually might be good for us. But we'll see. Frankus Theater. All right, Ornithopter Paradise. We'll keep on top. Definitely want that. Okay. Island. Demolition Field into Ornithopter Paradise. Let's go ahead. Let's get our... We'll pass. Yeah. Oh, yay. Stream quality is much better now. So it should be good now for the remainder of the stream, which will probably be only allowed 10 more minutes, but that's okay, everybody. I don't know what happened there. I'm very confused. But okay. I mean, as long as it holds out, we should be good now for the remainder of time. Okay. In the meantime here, what is our opponent trying to do here? They've got the Braids, which is coming in now. Oh, boy. Yeep. Okay. Artifact, creature, enchantment. Okay. Blocks. Just in case they had anything in hand. Okay, do they sacrifice a creature? Okay. In the meantime, gonna PGP what they're trying to do. Infestation Sage, alright. So it is gonna be just sacrifice shenanigans all around. Cling to Dust. That might be helpful. Let's draw a card. I'll discard a card. Discard Cling to Dust. Gobin. Untaps it. Likeness Looter. No attacks. Wait, can we only do this at... Okay, we can do this whenever. Okay, that's it. So... Let's see here. Opponents. Show me what you got. Actually, yeah, I'm looking at the clock right now. This actually might have to be the final one, everybody. Didn't mean to kind of throw that on everybody else for a loop, but this most likely will be our final one for today. Because I realize now the clock is taking a little bit more than I thought. Okay, opponents. Do they put it on Gobin? All right. So what does this do again? forbidden. Okay. Okay. Opponent swinging here. This time around, we do have an option here. So we chump block. Draw a card. Ooh, okay. Nice. We got Nicol Bolas. So with that, Sphinx's Toolish will go bye-bye. Okay, opponent, what do you sack? They will sacrifice that. I will sacrifice my creature. Okay, Professional Facebreaker. Okay, draw a card again. We will throw away the Facebreaker. Okay, we're starting to make some progress here. Make our opponent discard a card. Okay, so let's see. Alright, at the beginning of your upkeep, a enchanted player or non-land permanent of their choice, then that player loses. Okay, I see what they're trying to do here. Okay. Trying to be sneaky, sneaky with that nice little aura there. Okay. Okay, so Gobin swings. Connives. Ooh, okay, Kefka's good too. So, oh man, there's actually some good stuff here. We'll throw away... Actually, let's throw away Captain Howler. We will sack... What do you want to sack here? We want the land, so... Sack Rona. We'll lose that life. Small price to pay, but that's okay. Kefka coming down next will be good. And then... They're not going to sacrifice a creature. Oh, Sage, so that's annoying. That's okay, though. Forcing us to sacrifice things is going to be frustrating, but it can be done. Blood Artist. Process Fall. Okay, so... Gobin's going bye-bye. Go back to the command zone. Okay. Opponent. Swing. Nope. Probably not. They sacrifice, though. I'm not going to sacrifice a Signet, so nothing. Okay, that's good. That's what we wanted. Okay, so... Get Kefka here. And we will throw away the Expressive Iteration. Okay, opponents. Draw some cards, that's good. Big swing, down to 19. Okay. Opponent, what will you do next? 9 lives familiar. Alright. So I see what you're trying to do here. Sacrificing all much as they can for value. Okay. Removal? Anything? Eaten alive. Okay. So we get some life gain and train shenanigans. Okay, we lose Nicol Bolas. Small price to pay, but that's okay. Okay, do they sack anything else? 9 lives. So that means Kefka goes bye-bye. Sadness. Okay, more life gain and drain shenanigans. Okay. Is there a way out of this? Okay, the Locust God. Okay. Whenever we draw a card. Oh, but that's going to take a while before we get to that. They can sacrifice the insect if they want to. Or the 9 lives continually. Which they'll do. So that means they kills our creatures. We'll just take the 2. Okay, do they bring back... Yep, Forsaken Miner. Greedy Fruitboater. It's not too bad. And... Fleem once again. Down to 19. Okay. Slowly making progress here. Just a little bit. But at least now we can use insects to sacrifice for fodder for the time being. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Maybe Monument to Endurance might help us out here. Maybe. But we'll see. Our opponent swings. Freeboater. Okay. Freeboater dies. There's Still gaining life, though, which is beyond annoying, but that's okay. Throw away the brainstorm. Don't need that. Oh, actually, maybe that might have been good with Locust God. That's okay. It's okay, everybody. Not a huge deal. Okay. Sacrifice our 1 insect. Okay. They pay again. Okay. Getting close to the end here. Down to 9. We'll make a new insect. We will play... Let's see. Hold on. Draw a card. Throw away the wash away. Okay, what do we want here? Draw another card, actually. Alright. Make another card. We'll do the Delta. Trying. Zoyova coming in. Down to 14. Oh, man. And what do we have with Zoyova here? 3 damage. Sacrifice a creature. Something. Okay, so it's the 9 lives. So more life gain and drain. They go to 14. Wow. Okay. Opponent's still swinging. They're not giving up. We will lose 1 insect. We can't afford to lose too much here. Down to 4. Okay. They will pick creature again, I'm guessing? Probably. Alright, does that kill us? Okay. We're probably much going to have to go with now a Desperation Swing. Okay, so in the meantime... Or, wait, hold on. 5. I realize that actually keeps us alive a little bit longer there. Okay, so... Throw away the slip out the back. Then we can play it. We'll make ourselves draw another card, which makes another token. Drawing 2 more cards. Makes another token. Nice. Play the mountain. Okay, and then... Okay, hold on. Let's start their controllers next turn. Okay. Let's see. 4, 7, 8, 12. Damn, still not enough. All right. Down to 10. And cling to dust again. Hold on. There has to be a way around this. I think maybe we can pull this off. If they do their shenanigans again, I've realized I should go full control. Okay, full control. Opponents.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
Okay, so they -1 creature. They take us back down to 4. Withering Torment. Okay, well. They go down to 8. To the command zone. They get pinged again. Do they swing? Maybe? They do. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is it for us. Block here. Block here. Cling to dust. Take the 9 lives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew! I'm doing everything I can right here to try to survive. Okay. Down to 3. Anything else, opponents? Alright. Sacrifice another creature. Dang. Trying here. 2. Down to 1. Wow. Okay. So at that rate, main human. And at this point, it's just all right. Locust God, it is. It's all up to you. Make an opponent lose 3 life.